Okay, 6 golden rules of traders. I hope you're okay. These are the 6 rules I think every trader should know about, and some are the mistakes which a lot of people, some new traders make. Some of them, the mistakes I made them, but I already learned, and now I use the rules. So if you are going to make money trading, make sure you are always trading by the rules and you are sort of mechanical in what you are doing. So for all my trading that I do, I have a certain set of rules. If it's a setup, if it's an aim, if it's a 50-50 bounce, if it's a 1 hour crossover, I have the set of rules written down. So I follow that. It goes from 1 2 3 4. The rules are fit, the trade is in. If something that happens that maybe wants me to take an exit, I take an exit based upon the rules. Okay, so make sure you use the rules and you go by the rules. So rule number 1, I think I learned this back in trading, guys. I think I had a $91 account. Okay, starting trading back then. So what happened was that I had made money for the past 2 weeks. So now I was up from $10 to $91 in 2 weeks. Okay, it's possible, it can be done as long as you know what you are exactly doing. You can do that. Now it might be $10 to 90 in one day. You can do it as long as you know what you're looking for. Okay, so what happened was that I entered multiple trades and I did not cut my losses fast. Okay, so when you enter trade, you need a tight stop loss so that when you are wrong. Okay, but make sure the tight stop loss is for the correct and the safest end, which happens to be what, maybe second leg of the W formation. This will be what, a safe end. So it's okay to take losses as long as you can keep them small. Keep your losses small. This will increase your risk to reward and you won't blow your account. Also remember, one decent winner will wipe out several small losses. So this is where risk to reward will come in. With one big win, if you're playing with 4 to 1, when you win 1, you lose 2, you still have 2 other remaining. Okay, so this is what is happening, you still have 2 remaining. So if you lose one trade, the next setup appears, you can always enter a new trade without fear, because you were saving your money, it was divided well, and you exactly knew how you were going to put the money in your account. So make sure you have a tight, correct end. If you want to know about entries, I think it's all about entries, guys. I have a video that I did on on how to look for entries. You can go and watch the video. It clearly shows you how do you look for an end. So let's go to rule number 2. So rule number 2 is simple, guys. Don't add to a losing position. So I also did this. What happened was that I was in a trade now that I was losing, and I see something that looks like my setup. Okay, I ended the trade while I have a losing trade. So before the trade takes me out on my stop loss, I enter another trade. So I'm now in 2 bad trades. So I see new traders making this mistake all the time. Okay, so you're in a trade that's moving lower and you are losing money. So you are a buyer and price is going down, so that now you are sure price is going to bounce maybe off the 50 EMA. Okay, and you think once the bounce, okay, I'm going to buy. So now you buy. Okay, and if you get out, now you take what, a loss. So you're afraid that if you get out you take a loss. So instead you buy more. This is what I'm talking about. This is called averaging down, and it's always a bad idea. If the trade does not bounce, you will just double your loss when finally decides to get out. You will finally decide to get out. If you don't finally decide to get out, you will blow the account. So there are thousands of instruments to trade with new opportunities every day. So you have to wait for the opportunity every day. It's available. So why throw your good money after a bad by adding to a losing position? So instead, when you trade, the setup is no longer valid. Just cut your loss and move to the next opportunity, which is the next trade. Okay, so rule number 2, don't average down. Okay, so you are in a losing position, just let it hit your stop loss. But if you have some rules, you can't let him hit the stop loss. You set your stop loss and you say, if price closes below the 13 EMA, I'm out. Be out. Don't wait for your stop loss to be taken out. When the other conditions shows, you take it the other way. Okay, so the number 3 is that never rebuy a winner without a good reason. So you can't enter because you are having a winning trade does not mean that you have an opportunity to add to the position. So yeah, in a trade you now have 50 pips in your bank, and you feel like, hey, man, if I had added it 20 pips I would have made more. Now let me add, yet there's no reason. I think uh we have some good ways to re-enter a trade through scaling in using the TDI. Learn to use the TDI to scale in. It's good to use that for scaling in. So never enter again in a trade that you made money on the same day unless you have a logical reason. So you buy Euro USD and you think it's gonna continue to go up without a valid reason. Don't do it. For example, you buy a pair for a nice profit, then it continues going up and you are angry. You got out early, so you buy again. You set your take profit at 50. You see, man, it's at 75. I missed another 25. Let me take it. Only to see it reverse. It was the stop point after the high where you exited. So it will do that. The market maker will trap you. Don't chase price. Wait for the set. Wait for your move. Wait for him to come and show what is okay. Okay, so don't make this emotional decision. A lot of people do make this emotional decision. This is what the market maker wants. He wants you to be in a position where you make some bad decisions, so that you can only take trades with a valid setup and a good risk to reward ratio. That's the period. End of story. Only take trades with the valid setup. Don't rebuy and enter. See that this is the setups. I have 100 flashcards on this thing. I know this thing is going to work. I have worked hard to see the pattern. I have studied. This is my stuff. Okay, everyone has his own trading system. That's what you need to do. So the other rule, number 4, never hold a trade overnight or the weekend. So this happens overnight. It's for some small spot trades. Okay, over the weekend is for the swing trades. If it's a swing trade, you can hold it overnight. It's a bit better than if it's a spot trade. So this is a losing game. Okay, forex is a game where people come to lose their money. Okay, uh this can lose human, okay, by creation of a gap by the market maker. Okay, so it can cost you huge amounts of money because the market maker can gap. Okay, so the cost that you can have by a gap created by a market maker because you held a trade into the next day or the weekend was going to blow your account. So you see sometimes a 400 pip gap, you were in some trades, will just liquidate you out and leave you with a negative balance. So you owe him 100 bucks now. This is a tool that is used by the market maker to force traders into margin trouble and blowing their accounts. So the beginning of the week, you blow some accounts, man, blow 5 billion. Let's start the game. Let's go. Okay. They start the trading week and then they trade after the first move. This will usually be a first move week beginning, first move trade beginning using a gap. If you don't know what a gap is that something like this? Price is coming up, okay, then just press the gaps and pulls off. sometimes the other gaps will be like this. Okay, price is it low, then bam, it starts. This is a gap. It creates a gap. Okay, so this will be 3 o'clock and this will be 3:15. There is a gap between the price bars. Okay, so don't hold trades unless you can clearly see that it is necessary. Sometimes I also break the rule, but don't maybe now, because you know. Okay, for number 5, the rule number 5 is to never trade out of boredom. Because you are bored, you're out of boredom, your day is boring, you think maybe I can trade. No, you're putting your hard-earned money on the line. Okay, because when we are trading, we are trying to make money. We are taking our hard-earned money to put it on the market so that we can make more. I want to risk my 1 grand to make 10. Okay, this is your goal, this is what you want. So why do you tend to trade? Because your day is boring or the day is slow, you just click the button. Remember, the moment you click the button, you start losing money. So don't be stupid and do something like that. While trading can be enjoyable, the purpose is to make money, not entertain you. You are not here to be entertained, you are here to trade and make money. Don't trade out of boredom. Wait for the set, use your flashcards and use a checklist to trade. Okay, so trade with the goal of making money. Only trading when there is a good reason. So only trade when there is a good reason. Don't trade for no reason. Okay, so the number 6 rule is that sometimes it's good to scale out of some winning positions so that you can take. This can be done by pulling off your stop higher or lower so that you can secure some pips. You can do this by closing some lot size. There are different ways to do it, but make sure you have something. You don't want to be in a position where you had 100 pips in profit, okay, and now you are down 20. No, that's a crime. In every city, it should be a crime where someone was up 100 and you end up with minus 20. It's better to end up with plus 70, plus 80, plus 94. That's how you should treat it. Okay, so you trail your price so that you end up with something. Okay, so when you have a nice profit on a trade, take half and lock in some profits. Then for the remaining, put a stop at your buy price. Okay, so you enter, you take some, you put stop at break even, or you just put stop at break even. There are many ways to do it. So now no matter what happens, you at least make some money. The reason is to make money, be happy, be enjoyable, take the money out, kill the big guys, smoke them out. That's what we want, because the big guys will always beat you. These were the 6 rules. Some things which I wish I had learned earlier. I would not have done those stupid mistakes. Why keep on holding to a losing position and you still adding? Okay, so thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe.